Well, this is the Center for Research in Igbo History and Culture. Today is Friday.
Today is Friday.
Friday, the 21st of May 2021, and I have been on a break. The intention was only to take a short break in Lagos, see the family, see friends and things, and generally relax before another round of work. But I find it has not been exactly that. It has been a roller coaster of activities, one thing after another. But thank God, who knows how he organizes these things so that it will not be all work. I've had the pleasure of meeting Dr. BUNTU. Dr. BUNTU. Dr. BUNTU is a comedian. And today I just want to share with him, or he share with us, just a little of the things that soften life, that makes this life a little easier to live. Dr. BUNTU, you are welcome to the Center for Research in Igbo History and
Thank you, sir.
Imela Ole. Dr. BUNTU is a comedian, he's a laugh merchant, and I think he's going to do a better introduction of himself, or rather his skills will introduce him. Dr. BUNTU, what can you tell us about yourself?
All right.
I know Dr. BUNTU is not your name.
Okay, let's start
Is
from
it?
there. No, it's not.
Are you a medical
It's
doctor?
not. That medical, that's where the problem is. Because I'm even confused now, because the way people come, they even forget my name and they call me doc.
Okay,
So
they don't even add the BUNTU
They
again.
don't even add the BUNTU again. So sometimes when they call me doc, I get confused and I start asking myself, is it actually a medical doctor or a native doctor or a conductor? Well, there's doctor in all of them actually. So
Whether medical doctor
or native doctor
or conductor,
all of them. There is doctor in nature. Actually, okay, my name is Onyinye Amara, God's Pride Ehirim, okay, and aka Dr. BUNTU, like you have heard. Dr. BUNTU is actually a good name. You can name your son if you want. It's Swahili.
will I have to pay royalty if I chose to name my son Dr.
In our culture and tradition, actually, when you choose to name someone, your daughter or your son after someone else, there is something you need to do for that person. Me, I'm not greedy. If you give me one goat with beer, I can manage that. So
I will give you both the goat and the biabia at the same time.
no, you can't separate the two. Now the both, is full package.
I can shave the biabia and use it to do wig for all these young ladies now. And give you the
Are
goat.
you trying to tell me that there are young ladies who wear goat hair?
I'm sure they didn't hear that from me. Don't, please.
You're the ones saying that. Okay, so, all right. Dr. Buntu is actually taken from the Swahili word Ubuntu. Ubuntu means human kindness. You know, it means I am because we are. You know, so
I am
because we are. That's the meaning of Ubuntu. So
Without
because
you, there won't be me.
Without you, without me, there won't be you. Without you, there won't be me. We are all together.
That's
We all
nice.
work together.
That's nice.
You know, so nobody is thinking about how to bring this person down. So how to,
Is that part of your life philosophy? Is that part of your makeup?
Yes, I detest this crabology. You know, crabs, when you gather crabs and put them inside a bucket, none of them will escape. Leave the bucket open. They will make sure that none of them escape. If one is going down, the other ones will drag it down. You know, so it's one of the things I detest, about life. And I believe so many people out there have the same kind of lifestyle, although there are people whose lives are different, who I would say they should actually have a rethink about who they are just to make life beautiful for people around them. So that's just who Dr. BUNTU is. I'm from Imo State, Mbieri, to be precise. Mbieri is in Mbitoli local government area of Imo State. You know, it's one of the largest autonomous communities in Mbitoli local government. So, I'm one feeble. I'm so in case all room this English I not confused again. I speak Igbo very well. As a matter of fact, I think I had A1 in Igbo language when I was in secondary school.
You did. So, Katamogabu on gum no man or no gum. I changed everything. I saw a guy. That's interesting, Dr. Buntu.
Thank you, sir.
It's nice making your acquaintance. Now, Dr. Buntu, I often wonder, how do you find it so easy to make people laugh?
Making people laugh, it's not, I won't say it's because it's work, actually, but the truth there is if you don't have it in you, it's not in you. Because most times when you guys are sleeping, that is when we stay awake to write our jokes. You know, try to bring in things that happen during the day, try to mix them up.
You mean you don't just get up and begin to say those things?
No, you have to prepare. It's like, it's work.
It's work?
It's work, of course. It's work. It's okay. What if I just stand up and start saying things that don't... You are talking to a whole lot of people. Okay, you have doctors, you have engineers, you have lawyers, you have traders, you have all sorts of people, you know, in the crowd where you are anchoring events. So you have to make sure that everything you do have to touch one or two people. You know, so it's work. We work. We write our jokes. We write and rewrite, cancel, write, rewrite until we arrive at what worth it when we stand out there. You know, sometimes there are a lot of us, me in particular, we have done jokes, we have written jokes, and we come out to tell the jokes, and people don't laugh. You know, you now wonder, why are they not laughing? So when you go back, you try to revisit those jokes and see what to take out, what to add, and all that. But you should also take this home, that not every joke that is meant for everybody. Everybody must not laugh at the same joke. Everybody have a different philosophy about life. So there are some jokes you make now that will not make people laugh now. But by the time they get home, probably when they are having their bath and something happens and they remember what Dr. Buntu said in one particular event, they remember, this guy said this thing, and that's when they start laughing. So sometimes when we make jokes, the laughter doesn't actually come immediately. You know, sometimes it has to take some time for you to experience what exactly the person talked about in the joke for you to begin to laugh. And there are some times when you say the jokes, they are spontaneous, they are instantaneous, amusement. And, so that's just...
So how would you describe this, your work of joke? Is it the joke of work or work of joke? Or
okay,
which one is the joke? Is it the work like a joke or the joke like the work?
It depends on how you look at it. I tell people I joke for a living, but I don't joke with my living.
Joke for a living?
I joke for a living, but I don't joke with my living.
Wow.
So it's work. I keep telling them it is work. Okay, what if while you are sleeping and I'm awake writing my jokes, and at the end of the day I come on the stage and say jokes, you don't laugh? So I have to work to make sure you laugh. And most of the time before I go on stage, I pray.
You pray? There's prayer also involved.
I pray, Father, help me to make these people laugh. Help this, heartbreak to disappear. Help hypertension to disappear. Okay, let me say this. Some time ago, some years back, I was called by a pastor around the Papa, to one of his church programs, and I didn't know what happened, but I just remember when you told me, that was when I remembered that a particular old woman, had her blood pressure was high for some days. They tried giving her medications and the thing didn't come down, And then while I was telling jokes in the church, I discovered that there was this particular old woman at the back. She was just laughing profusely. So I was like, this is my point. Let me just focus on this woman and start telling her alone in the crowd. I just picked her and I was just telling her my jokes. And she was laughing and laughing and laughing. And by the time they go home, according to the pastor, they used that their medical whatever that used to check BP and check it, and they discovered that the thing was normal.
It had gone down.
So that was when I discovered, and that was actually the day the doctor came in.
Okay.
Before it was just BUNTU.
Okay.
So I discovered that people could actually get healed, through laughter. So I said, oh wow. So what medical doctors could not achieve, I was able to achieve it.
So
jokingly.
The laugh doctor.
There's actually a laugh doctor. There's one of our colleagues, that's his name, laugh doctor.
Okay.
So I just have to put doctor before my name.
Okay. That is nice. So actually, laughter can heal.
Laughter, it can heal. Laughter heals. They say time heals everything, but I think laughter heals faster.
It does?
Yeah, it heals faster. There are so many things. Pressure. When you laugh, a whole lot of nerves on your face, it relaxes more than, it takes less stress to laugh than to frown. When you want to frown, it takes a lot of muscle, a lot of pressure for you to frown your face. But laughing is very easy. It eats off everything.
That's instructive.
Very, very.
That's instructive. So to be healthier, I should seek to laugh more.
Just laugh more. Just pay some token. Come to our shows. Appreciate us.
I have to pay again to laugh again, Dr. Buntu.
That's why I said it's work. You have to pay to get it.
Now, what about the energy I use in doing the laughing? Like you have said, that it takes a lot of.
It takes a lot of energy to frown and less energy to laugh or smile.
And so I should pay now to frown, since it's more work now. That's when I should pay for.
That means you should pay to die. Because frowning makes you die faster. Whereas laughter gives your life.
Dr. Buntu, now you say you are from Mbaitoli.
Mbaitoli local government area, yes.
And I hear of Mbaise, Mbai, no?
Yes, you have Mbaitoli, you have Mbaitoli, you have Mbano, you have Mbise.
So why are there so many of them bars and things, and where does it terminate? Do you have them by Lingapore?
They gave birth to us and we start hearing them. So how they came about is what I don't know. Maybe you should get somebody from Mbano to tell you their origin, people from Mbise. Even the one I'm coming from Mbidol, I don't even know how it came about. So
now the Mbisa people know there's something that Mbisa people are known for.
Tell me.
Nami go tell you.
You just brought it up, so you told
me. Nami go tell you what Mbaise people are known.
I'm from Mbitol. If you ask me what we are known for, I will tell you. Okay, for my own now, Mbitol, I'm from Nderi. Now in Nderi we have Obazu. And from Obazu we have Obilubi. So I'm from Obilubi, Obazu, Nderi, in Mbitoli local government area. Now my Obazu now, there is this festival we do every 3 years. It is called Emumazu or Azu Day. On that day we don't eat meat. On the festival we don't eat meat, we only eat fish with yam and then palm wine. You understand? And that's so that everybody in my community now, everybody looks forward to Emumazu.
Is your community riverine?
It's not riverine actually.
So why do you have so much association with Azu, with fish?
I think I need to consult one of our elders to that. Unfortunately, my father, when blessed memory, late Chief Innocent Ebuhuzo, I hear him. He used to be passionate about that festival. As a matter of fact, from what I heard, I think it was my father that wrote the anthem for my community. He wrote it and he composed it. I can sing it if you want.
You do have an anthem?
Yeah, in my community you have an anthem.
Let us say.
Okay, I will sing it. And
will I have to stand at attention?
No. It's not the national anthem. You don't need to stand at attention. So, okay, it goes like this. Umo bazundi nonu yo soro no meni homa. Umo bazundi noni je pa ana kujireji. Azobazu wonyeze ha ndị ala ya chiri ihe. Alọbaza ala toredo chukwu nna ha gọziri ihe. Ọbazu wu ndọma, ọbazu wu ndukwu. Ọbazu wu ndọma, ndọma elela atụla ntụ. Ọbazu wu ndọma, ọbazu wu ndukwu. Ọbazu wu ndọma, ndọma elela atụla ntụ. In essence, what he's saying is, okay, people of Obazu, those that are abroad, those that are not at home, make money the right way. Those that are at home also make money the right way. Azu Obazu 1 year, that's the name of our king, Azu Obazu.
Okay.
He's our king.
Still the Azu again.
Yeah, he's the Azu of Obazu. That's what.
Is that not risky? Himself being the Azu.
No, don't worry.
Suppose somebody got into their head to make pepper soup and looked around and saw.
Unless the person is from that other place you are trying to explain that.
Now you are poking at somebody's territory.
No, you started this.
No, you
I just want to compliment what you said. Not as if I concur. I just want to compliment what you.
It's not that you have snakes in mind.
No, not.
But come to think of it, how true is that statement?
I don't know how true, but I think there is an
I trapped you. You are saying you didn't know what I was talking about, and now
it's not. I'm saying it not because I know.
Yeah.
I'm saying it because I have heard. There are two different things. You can hear and say, not because you know before
Latin by say people
did what?
That they have a relationship with snakes.
You just said that. Yeah. All the snakes that have been mentioned there, they are mentioned there.
Okay, so now you are trying to tell me exactly. You are trying to tell me about that relationship with snakes.
No, I'm not trying to tell you relationship. It's just that in every rumor, there's an iota of truth.
And what's the iota of truth in this?
That is what I don't know. It might be that people are exaggerating things, or they don't know exactly what they are saying. So. But as far as I'm concerned, there is no community that does not have bad people. Okay? Every community has a set of bad people and a set of good people. That's why some people will say, if you want to marry from Mbi, don't go to Mbi, say to Mario. And somebody can also say, don't go to Mbi, told you to Mario. Somebody can tell you, don't go to Ayazu to Mario. You understand what I'm saying? They can tell you not to go to anywhere to marry. There are bad people. Like they'll tell you, don't go to Umba. Umba was formerly, Abia State was formerly part of Imo State. They tell you, don't go to Umba.
And there were headquarters for?
Whatever that is, your mind is telling you now.
You are thinking of heads now.
And the other one thinking of heads is because it just insinuated it. So, so there's no place you don't have bad people. All right, I wrote a story for someone recently. He's a Nigerian, but he's based in Kenya. A Kenyan lady came to Nigeria and she was duped and almost used for ritual, but she escaped. All right. Now she was just trying to blow it up that Nigerians are dupes, that Nigerians are ritualists and all that. But when she got back to Kenya, a friend of hers actually did to her more than what she was
running away from.
So I was just trying to explain to them that Nigerians are not all bad. There are bad eggs in everywhere. There are bad eggs everywhere, But now in your city, in your hometown, somebody now broke your heart, now shattered your heart. So would you now say that Kenyans are worse than Nigerians, or whatever, however you look at it, there are bad people everywhere and there are good people.
Thank you very much, Dr. Buntu. Now, one just begins to wonder the ease with which you crack these jokes and make people laugh and something. How did you come about it? Did you learn it in school or?
Yeah, I didn't learn it in school. I'm actually, I studied engineering. Out of compulsion, yes. My dad made sure I followed his line. He tried to push me to study mechanical engineering, but it didn't work. So I had to do electronics and computer engineering, then finish up with project management technology. But in the process, I discovered that I had this knack for entertainment. But I started with movies. I didn't know which way to major until I discovered that when I'm discussing with friends, just like we are chatting now, and I say something, they laugh. I say something, then now occurred to me that people are actually making money out of this. Why am I saying these things for free? And you guys are laughing. And that was the first time it occurred to me to go and make a complimentary card. I have never attended any show before, done any concert before. I just made a complimentary card telling people I'm a comedian, I'm an MC. And the first wedding I was actually called for, to me it was a mess. To me it was a mess. But out of that wedding I got two other weddings. And that was how it started. So it wasn't planned. It wasn't planned. I just nature brought me into it, and I just discovered, and in the process I decided to create a niche for myself, So I discovered I was stronger doing clean jokes. I was stronger in the church.
Okay.
You know, I do more of gospel jokes. So most of the time when I attend some churches, if you are not grounded in the scriptures, you might not understand some of my jokes.
Okay.
You know, people wonder how. A pastor asked me one day, he said, Dr. Buntu, how do you study your Bible? I said, the same way you study, just that I see things that you're not seeing. you know, I see things. Just for example, when I tell people that Unkobi was first